Welcome to edition 99 of Drive With Me. KB here, 10 a.m. A little later than usual, so I got other plans. Off the rip. What the hell are they doing? Immediately, top of my head, you know, what's in my mind is the current state of the world. How am I blanking out on the name? 20 second. Yesterday, on June 21st, we bombed Iran. And it absolutely terrifies me of the potential consequences now and the potential consequences years from now. But I'm not trying to get too conspiracy theory or political, but it is a world event no one can ignore, no matter what kind of platform you're in. And what I mean by that, if you're I don't do political stuff, which is fine. I don't either, at least not in this format. You can't ignore that kind of stuff. You have to acknowledge it, process it, because it will affect everybody one way or the other. So if you're not cut up with that, make sure you read up on that. I did partake in some panic buying. What I mean by that, I went ahead and bought some boxes of ammo, just because anytime something like this happens, you know, with the last event being the pandemic, right? Ammo shot up in price, so I went ahead and bought about 700 rounds. 700, 750. No, 400. About 550, 600 rounds, which is a drop in the bucket compared to some people. But I have a feeling the ammo is just gonna rise up again. Moving on from that, you know, not to ruin the whole weekend, let it ruin your whole weekend. You know, just keep alert what's going on around you at all times. Be prepared. I'm not a doomsday preparer, but you know, I do have something laid out. Although I should be at this point. Moving on from that, overall, before I learned about that, was a good weekend so far. Even if I have been busy. So yesterday, one of my best friends got tattooed by the same artist I went to. Got a full piece right here, form of an Aztec warrior that he saw in Mexico. Took a picture of it, fell in love with it, and he wanted that tattooed on him. I'll include a picture of it right here. While he was getting it tattooed, Frankie, one of the guests I've had on here before, we went to go shopping. Since he is getting married in October, I'm one of the best men. And we finally locked in on a nice blue suit from Jasa Bank. I'm gonna keep butchering that name. Jose Bank. JOS period A Bank. not a super expensive one. You know, it's about he got the jacket, a vest, pants, 2 shirts, a belt. I think he paid about 500. No, 540 with tax, which was well within budget. So the groomsmen, they don't have to pay for the vest or the extra shirt. So it should be about 400 to 450. Still decent. It's a nice blue suit. So, you know, even after the wedding, you can still wear it. It's not like a bright red or something. But yeah, after hours, and that was our second day of just hunting. We checked out Men's Warehouse, a bunch of Macy's, Dillard's, Valentine. We had started off with Suit Supply over in River Oaks, which ended up being way out of budget. I've never felt reminded of how poor I am like I did yesterday. Like I said, we had like a $500, $600 budget for, and their cheapest jacket was like not even suit. Jacket was 600, like 550. So then when we got the pricing for that, she said it was gonna be about 1,010 before alterations, which I thought was crazy. And it's not that we don't have the cash, right? It's just that we're not. We can't justify 1,000. Because for me, it's like $1,000. Yes, $400 is still, you know, a lot for some people. But for us poor folk in the lower bracket, honestly, I don't. Unless you're making like a lot of money. But growing up poor, 1,000 is still $1,000. That's a. It's a good chunk right there. And and he would have bought it, but he wants all the groomsmen to wear the same suit. And we do have some newborn in the groomsmen family. Like, you have a few new parents, like better phrasing. And I know 1,000 for a suit. It's like, come on, man. I could use that for my baby. And that's well within their rights to say that. But yeah, 400, you can work with that till since it's not until October. I'm hoping everybody can get it by June, July, August. Like, sooner the better, just in case there's items missing or not in stock, we can order them for them. So before, you know, if I'm already here, movie wise though, watched The Bringer Back, which was jacked up, man. Those Rocket twins. jacked up. The next day after that, I watched Phoenician Scheme to cleanse the palate, which first Wes Anderson film, and I enjoyed it. I loved it. Some people thought it was his weakest film, but not for me. And whatever in park, man, they take my parkade. And then no, these guys gonna have to wait. Where's everybody coming over here, man? I know it's not my spot, but I'm about to buy this whole lot and just make it for me. Like, really, lady, you could have pulled up on this other... Oh, never mind. Anyway, Thursday I saw 28 Years Later, which was pretty good, just not what I expected. But I did see a good point that it's 28 years later. Like, it's not supposed to be the same as 28 days later. Like, you know, as chaotic, people would have learned what to do, you know. So that kind of changed a little bit for me for it. By the way, speaking about earlier about how I reminded about being poor, I will go to gallery today to do some fragrance testing. So I'm punching above my tax bracket again, but just sampling. What are you doing? What the hell? Anyway, I think a bus is coming, which is why there's so many people here. A couple cars randomly parked around. So I'll probably better go get my food. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Peace.